Oh my gosh, welcome to Michigan. Oh my God, it's okay.
"90-Day Fiancé's Jasmine Pineda reveals shocking update about kids amid rumors she's pregnant with new boyfriend's baby. 90-Day Fiancé star Jasmine Pineda is sharing a rare update about her sons Juance and JC after rumors about her being pregnant with her third kid. Jasmine was a single mom to 2 children when she was introduced in 90-Day Fiancé before the 90 Days Season 5. Jasmine's kids did not live with her. Jasmine's older son Juance was living with his dad, while she'd sent her son JC to live with her mom in the countryside, as he did not respond well to the COVID-19 lockdown. Jasmine's younger son, JC, was born with special needs. 90 Sipsofreality posted a clip from Jasmine's TikTok live where she complained about her first ex-husband. She claimed that she had to pay her ex so he could take care of their son during filming. Jasmine said she was happy because her children were studying. "They're doing great, and eventually my babies are going to be here with me," Jasmine announced. She added that it was all she cared about. Unfortunately, fans such as Tamber222 in the comments wrote, "If he is taking care of his son, what is the issue? I could never leave my kids behind for a man." 90-Day Fiancé viewers wished that Jasmine didn't crib about her husband wanting financial help while looking after their son when she should have been around for Juance. They saw it as child support, considering she was not taking care of the child herself. On the show, it was revealed that Gino had forgotten to mention Jasmine's sons' names while filling out her K-1 visa application because they had to apply separately for their immigration. This process was going to take longer and was more expensive when Gino refused to pay the attorney's fees. It remains to be seen if Gino ended up hiring an attorney, so Jasmine can reunite with her sons soon. However, Jasmine also expected her kids to live with her and Gino in Michigan as a family, and they were going to attend school there. Jasmine and Gino are no longer together, even though they still seem to be legally married. Jasmine has also reportedly moved to Florida with her rumored new boyfriend, Matt Brownies, and is allegedly pregnant with his baby. If Gino had taken financial responsibility for Jasmine's kids, it wouldn't have made sense for her to relocate. With another baby supposedly on the way, Jasmine might not be able to attend to her older son's needs, especially when one of them has special needs. Matt might also have to step in as a father figure to the boys, and nothing about the man's personality is known yet to 90-Day Fiancé fans. It would have made more sense for Jasmine to have moved back to Panama after her split with Gino if she cared so much about her children. Sadly, that doesn't seem to be the case, and Jasmine could be lying about Juance and JC joining her soon in the US. The latest season of 90-Day Fiancé, Happily Ever After ***** wasn't exactly a great time for any couple featured, but things really went downhill for Asula Pula and Kalani Fagata towards the end of the season. The two went round and round as Asula's family pressured them to send more money, despite the couple not having a lot to provide for themselves. Tempers flared to the point that they fought many times, and Asula fled in the midst of a family trip. At the end of the season, Kalani wasn't sure if she wanted to be married to him anymore. Things didn't look great for the couple at the time. Though Kalani recently told Entertainment Tonight they are in an okay place. Asula shared that he definitely regretted some of his actions during the season and said that rewatching it on television was hard. AS mentioned 90-Day Fiancé, Happily Ever After was not a good look for Asulu, as he did things that caught him a lot of criticism from fans and Kalani's family. One especially tense moment was when Asula called Kalani a lying bitch while in the car with their children and Kalani's mother, which went about as well as one would expect. That incident, combined with barricading himself in his room to play games during his son's birthday party and the previously mentioned attempt to escape a family vacation on a city bus, did not win Asula much sympathy from 90-Day Fiancé, Happily Ever After viewers. Kalani confirmed that Asula caught a lot of heat from the fandom for his actions, but apparently, it all worked out for the best. I'm glad to hear it worked, though I'd like to think Asula should have realized his actions were wrong without the intervention of 90-Day Fiancé, Happily Ever After viewers. Regardless, It's good to know the two are in a better place in their relationship than they were when TLC last checked in, and hopefully will continue to grow as a couple as time goes on. 90 Day Fiancé. The Other Way is back, and these couples have so many hurdles to get over before they settle down forever. Season 7 features 4 new couples and 2 familiar ones, and we get to see all the juicy details about their lives together in foreign countries. Unlike the regular premise of 90 Day Fiancé, these Americans will have to leave their life behind in the States to start over with their partners abroad, facing unfamiliar cultures, new family dynamics, and the pressure of building a future far from home. Some of these couples have been married for a while others are just getting to know each other. Jenny and Sumit return after a dramatic season 6, where there were often clashes with his family in India. The two are still together and celebrated their 4th anniversary together in August. However, Jenny did admit that it wasn't easy moving to India. "I'm still not used to it," she told People right before the premiere. "I want my independent life back." The pair live in Sumit's house, and Jenny says she doesn't want to sound ungrateful or anything, but her home life has been rattled up. "They have accepted me, and it's a big miracle in itself," she notes. "But if it was my decision, we'd be gone." Chloe met Johnny while he was doing his job as a boat tour guide in Aruba. She left her 6-figure job in Boston behind to be with him full-time. The two keep their relationship pretty private on social media, since Johnny mainly posts about his excursions and tour business. Patia and Dylan might have a 20-year age gap, but their love stretches from Texas to Tasmania. The two are ready to make the move happen to Dylan's home country. The two just celebrated their anniversary together in June. From year 1 to year 12, no one lifts me like you do. Your love, your. There are many 90 Day Fiancé couples that seem doomed but have actually formed solid relationships, but there are several that I'm surprised have made it this long. 90 Day Fiancé debuted on TLC in 2014, and there have been 11 seasons of the OG show. Notable 90 Day Fiancé Season 11 aired the 90th network wedding. The franchise has grown to be one of the biggest and longest-running reality TV in history. It is also crowned by spin-off like Before the 90 Days, which featured the likes of Big Ed Brown and Angela Deem, and The Other Way, which gave viewers Shekinah Garner and Sarper Gyven among other notorious couples. Happily Ever After? Season 9, which follows alumni couples, is currently airing and is the second spin-off produced by the franchise. The other notable spin-off that gives viewers a glimpse at new couples is 90 Day Fiancé, Love in Paradise, which premiered in 2021. Other spin-offs following alums include 90 Day, The Single Life, 90 Day, Hunt for Love, 90 Day, The Last Resort, and 90 Day Diaries. Throughout the years, I've noticed several couples who have deep struggles return to the franchise, and they've stuck out to me because I can't figure out how they are still together. Jessica Parsons and Juan Daza were first featured in Love in Paradise Season 3. The pair met when Jessica and her best friend Megan were guests on the cruise ship Juan was working on. Jessica, a divorced mother of 2 from Torrington, Wyoming, got pregnant with Juan's baby while he was still working on the ship. In 90 Day Fiancé Season 11, Jessica brought Juan to America on the K-1 visa, and they married at the end of the season. Juan, who greatly enjoyed his cruise ship life, was very hesitant to settle down and be a father of 3 in a rural part of America with little opportunity. Moreover, both Juan and Jessica cheated on each other, Jessica emotionally and Juan physically. I've thought that Juan had a resentful attitude towards Jessica, and for good reason, since he was shuffled into a life he never expected himself to lead. At the Season 11 tell-all, Juan said he has flooded DMs, and he mentioned if it weren't for his son, not Jessica, that he would still be working on cruise ships and living his best life, which is wholly problematic to me. Russ and Paula are an OG couple, having been on 90 Day Fiancé Season 1. However, in the last 11 years they've been married, several issues have arisen, and Paula has said some nasty things about Russ online. Conservative Russ originally had a problem with how Paula dressed and her career aspirations as a model. But Paula carved her own path and made Russ get with her ideals. Then, Paula was the breadwinner during the pandemic, which strained their relationship. Paula would made TikToks mocking her husband's financial situation. Paula has also made X posts seemingly taking digs at Russ for shortcomings. The two do share a son together, Axel Mayfield, and they've been putting on a happy front in 2025. But I think Paula can't keep her feelings about her ill relationship with Russ private, and that she will inevitably bash him online again. They're one of the longest-lasting couples, but they are very mismatched. Bilal Haziz and Sheeta Sween were featured in 90 Day Fiancé Season 9, and then 90 Day Fiancé Happily Ever After? Season 7. Viewers found Bilal annoying for the immature pranks he'd play on Sheeta, his mansplaining to her, and his gaslighting tendencies. Sheeta, from Trinidad and Tobago, who is a traditional Muslim wife, follows what her husband says, and I always thought she should have checked Bilal and his demeanor because the way he talked to her made her look bad. Bilal and Sheeta also went through 5 miscarriages before she and Bilal welcomed their son, Ayan, in 2024. Bilal didn't seem interested in being a father again, as he already raised kids. While I appreciate that Sheeta is getting the life she wants with Bilal, I don't think the way he treats her and the way he conducts himself in general is positive long-term for Sheeta. Sheeta, from Trinidad and Tobago, who is a traditional Muslim wife, follows what her husband says, and I always thought she should have checked Bilal and his demeanor because the way he talked to her made her look bad. Bilal and Sheeta also went through 5 miscarriages before she and Bilal welcomed their son, Ayan, in 2024. Bilal didn't seem interested in being a father again, as he already raised kids. While I appreciate that Sheeta is getting the life she wants with Bilal, I don't think the way he treats her and the way he conducts himself in general is positive long-term for Sheeta. Shekinah Garner and Sarper Guven appeared on several seasons of The Other Way before they got married in 90 Day Fiancé Season 11. Sarper, who braggingly has slept with over 2,500 women, tamed his bad boy nature to settle down with Shekinah. But they have had nothing but communication problems, huge blow-ups, and misunderstandings. Shekinah's family had been wary of Sarper as well. I've never seen Shekinah and Sarper on the same page, and I also fear that they are moving their relationship along to remain in the 90 Day Fiancé spotlight, as Shekinah has been on reality TV before .61-year-old Sean Finch met 25-year-old Brazilian native Aaliyah de Batista on an international dating site when Aaliyah identified as a male named Douglas. They originally appeared on Love in Paradise Season 4. However, while together, Aaliyah began transitioning even though Sean, who was married to a woman before, wanted to be with a man. Sean decided to support Aaliyah and brought her to America on the K-1 visa in 90 Day Fiancé Season 11, and Aaliyah displayed many red flags. Aaliyah was 2 hours late for their wedding knowing that Sean's mom had broken her foot and was waiting on the wedding to end before she went to the hospital. Aaliyah was also extremely late to their engagement party. I think Sean is disillusioned and ignoring the fact that he and Aaliyah will never work out because she is not what he wants. In the same vein, I strongly feel Aaliyah is using Sean for his money, status, and lifestyle. Tyga Taylor and Adnan Abdel Fattah are another couple I feel have no business being together. 41-year-old Tyga is a double divorcee and met 22-year-old Adnan on social media. They were featured in 90 Day Fiancé, The Other Way Season 6 before their current run on Happily Ever After? Season 9. The pair only communicated for a few months before Tyga went to Adnan's native Jordan to meet him for the first time and marry him the same day. I was not surprised when they ran into issues over Adnan, a Muslim man's desire for control over Tyga style and behavior. Tyga has tried to be forceful with her opinions about not changing, but she gets bulldozed most of the time by Adnan, who seems to have the master plan for their lives. Brandon Gibbs and Julia Tripkina's original problem was living under Brandon's parents' roof when Julia came to America in 90 Day Fiancé Season 8. Since then, they've gone back and forth on wanting kids, what jobs they wanted for their futures, and where to settle down. Then, when they were on 90 Day, The Last Resort Season 2, Julia revealed she had cheated on Brandon, who was devastated. Furthermore, Brandon doesn't agree with the way Julia dresses and acts. I am concerned by the serious nature of the differences in their life goals. Julia also endeavored to bring her parents from Russia to the USA without telling Brandon, even though it would change his life. Cara and Guillermo were on 90 Day Fiancé Season 9, and Cara did not gain many fans due to her condescending and bossy nature. Not to mention, she was an admitted cheater, having cheated on a past boyfriend. The couple is sleeping in separate beds and raising their son, Nico, jointly while maintaining a happy front in Nico's presence. Kara is concerned that Guillermo isn't interested in her bachata singing career, but he just doesn't like the kinds of people that attend her shows.